In many communities, the sense of richness, the sense of what it means to have programs that challenge us and develop us in ways that are so far beyond the textbook learning. My name is Mr Sneed, and I am the vocal music director and drama director at Clay High School in Oregon, Ohio. And I have been in that position for the last couple of years. And it was a new venture for me, as the past 25 years or so I have served in the Church of the Nazarene as a worship pastor. And it was a few years back that I felt a calling to step into the education world and to invest in students, much like the way I was invested in as a young teenager. I grew up always involved in music programs and different things at school and church. And when I was 12 years old, my father passed away unexpectedly, and entered high school, and not really knowing a whole lot of what I was going to pursue. Lo and behold, my music teacher in high school kind of took me under his wing and invested in me in a number of ways. Gave me many opportunities to experience music making at a very high level. I participated as a high school student in many performing groups in the Toledo, Ohio area, choral groups, and different solo opportunities. And that investment that teacher made in my life ultimately shaped the person who I have become as an artist and as an educator. Let's go, ladies, on the riser. It's 1:30.
Mr. Sneed has really done a lot for the community as a whole. He's been here for like 3 years, I think, and it's just felt like he's done a lot. Like, first he came in like as a sub a bit, and then next year became like the choir director.
Mr. Sneed is one of the greatest teachers that I have at Clay. He teaches me so much. He's helped me improve in many aspects, and I, from even last year, have improved so much, and it's all because of him. I have to give him all that credit because he showed me that I can do it, and he helps me with what I need to fix. And it's really nice to have a foundation and a teacher that believes in you and knows how to help you and is always there when you need them, like whether it's school or whether it's something going on at home. You can always talk to him and he's there for you, and I feel like he's just a really great all-around person that it shows in his teaching that he can help all those kids with what they need to do.
It was really nice on the last night of the show when he came and he was handing people things, and I was like, what's he handing out, like a little like gift bag or something? He each bought us a version of like this little script book for It's a Wonderful Life, and like wrote little notes on it, and that's probably one of the most thoughtful things that anybody's like ever done for me.
A few years back, I sensed a calling to step back into education and to give to students much the same way I was given to. You know, music has the power to take someone's life and give them direction. Music has the power to give them purpose, a sense of accomplishment. Many skills are learned through the study of music and perfecting one's craft and one's art. And so the power of music to shape lives and to contribute to those around us is something that I sensed the opportunity to give back and to share.
I think the world of Mr. Sneed, and he took music for me. I used to be like, it's adequate, but now I'm like really passionate about it. And one summer, I feel like he kind of took me under his wing, and then like I was practicing, and I used to never sing in front of my family, but now I'm never not singing, and I'm always trying to improve what I am doing, and I just want to keep doing better.
Should I just go take a seat, Mr. Sneed?
Yeah, probably should.
Mr. Sneed, I brought a cable for Ben.
Excellent.
Ben asked me to let you know that Will might be late.
How Mr. Sneed has really impacted me, like as a person in general, is actually he's very fun to work with because he is my favorite teacher because he's influenced me to do lots of things, with music, not only music, but with just just being better on stage and not being as nervous and stuff like that.
The journey back to education was one in which thankfully I had been prepared for many years ago, as I had already completed training and as a music educator, and I put that experience along with life's experience together and have stepped into the role as a vocal music director and have seen already many good things come about as I have worked with students and have seen the students around me get a new sense, a sense of new excitement of being in the music program at our high school and finding a place to belong, a place to fit in with their gifts, and a place to experience success. And it's been an incredible journey so far. One of the great things about music education is the value it brings not only to our own lives, but to the lives of the community in which we all live and reside. And as a person studying music goes through the processes of developing their skills and learning fundamentals of music, the theory of music, learning how to create something that is emotionally impacting, something that a community finds of worth and of value. That whole process develops a person in so many ways. Yes, we're learning good musical skills, something that we'll take with us forever. The joy of making music and being part of an ensemble, creating something that it touches the heart. Those types of experiences add greatly to our lives, and they help us discover who we are as people, who we are as individuals, the strengths that we have. The study of music helps us to develop skills, self-discipline, learning how to get along with other people, how to cooperate, how to study, how to come at something that you don't have any idea how you're going to do it, and through sequential process, step by step, you find success. You find the way to accomplish something that was very difficult, and in that process, you're teaching yourself many valuable skills that's going to help you in other areas of life. For many hundreds of years, music has been an essential part of the human existence. And many of the influences that we have seen in even our popular music today can be traced back to the study of music, the practice of music throughout our nation's history. And so today, as we look at where music education is at in our country and in our schools, it's threatened in many ways. But recently, legislation has been passed declaring that music education really is an essential core topic, a core subject area for students to study and for schools to offer. The value that music education adds certainly is not short-lived. It is lifelong. Whether a student goes on to study music formally and post-secondary situation, that really isn't the question of whether or not we should have music education and continue to encourage students to participate in our programs. Music is so much bigger than just going on to perhaps build a career in music. Although that's important and it does happen, and many lives are shaped directly because of their experience in music education and go on to be quite successful. But for the vast majority of people who come through schools and participate in programs, the great value in music education is what it adds to our lives and how it impacts our experiences going forward. You know, it's quite interesting how people have a wonderful memory of their times in school programs and school music groups, and that sense of belonging, sense of community, sense of family extends well beyond just their years in the school setting. For example, at our school, we have an alumni band that comes back every other year to participate at one of our football games, and well over 300 alumni come back every year to participate in this program. And what brings them back year after year is, first of all, the pride they have in their school and what it meant to them as a student. But beyond that, the experiences they have with each other, the sense of belonging to something bigger than themselves, the sense of being able to create something beautiful, something creative, something unique that is a part of their experience. It's a shared experience, and in that we have shared value and shared meaning to life. And so that's just one small example of how music lasts well beyond just their days in school. Those experiences continue to help us enjoy making music well into our adulthood, whether it be as part of some performing ensemble, community chorus, community theater, different opportunities to play in community orchestras and bands. Such a richness we have, such a great legacy of these types of groups and organizations, helping people to continue to express themselves musically, creatively, and critically. It's a wonderful thing that we have, something that we shouldn't never hope to lose, as it greatly adds to who we are and greatly adds to our experience of what the human condition is all about. Music education programs face many challenges in these days. Funding is always something that seems to be at the top of the list, and as school systems find themselves more and more in a position of having to choose due to limited funds or loss of funds, music programs seem to always rise to the top of the chopping block. For example, in our own community, we were faced just last year with the need to pass a levy. If we did not pass it, many of our programs, including music programs, they were ready to be cut. In that situation, had we lost all these things that make our community strong, we would have certainly lost a big part of who we are. Our identity as a high school and as a community would forever be changed. And once those things are gone, they're very difficult to get back, as has been shown many times across our nation.
This is gonna sound so sappy, but it's almost like ripping a family apart. I remember just recently there was a levy that was it was threatening to take away the music program, which was band and Limelighters and Varsity Voices and everything that I was a part of, and everyone in those groups were like petrified, because it's where all their friends are, and it's where they have the most fun.
Until really high school, when I joined our drama club called Limelighters, I didn't really like have a lot of involvement in music or a lot of other extra things. And when I did like the musical, I discovered kind of what basically music can do for people and how it can like bring people together.
It helps you to work hard and make sure you have a good work ethic, and it helps you manage your time between doing that and then all of your schoolwork, because a lot of us that are in the music program have really hard classes, but we're still managing that and doing band and choir and varsity voices and theater, and it's just a really good place to be able to be comfortable and show people who you really are.
And so we're faced day in and day out with, as educators, as parents, as citizens, to come together and to agree upon what is important. And fortunately in our situation, the arts are highly valued, and our community responded and provided the funding that we needed to continue doing the great things we have. For generations, families have been affected by the arts in our community. And there are moms and dads who now have their own children, who have their own children who've been in the programs. And it has enriched their lives in many ways. It has brought them together, has given them something to experience in a way that is shared, and helps them to find very strong ties to each other and to our community through their participation in music and the arts.